I saw a dovetail saw on the internet and I thought, oh, all right, then I'll have that. I can probably sharpen that easily. But it's actually turned into a bit of a nightmare. The previous owner had sharpened the whole thing completely wrong. With saws, you have a tooth which faces in one direction, and then it's followed by another tooth which faces in the other direction, and that is called the set. Well, he has sharpened it pretty much with all the direction going in all sorts of ways, and also there are some teeth which are heavily filed, and others which aren't filed at all. But I'm not giving up at this point, so it's going to be a full restoration. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to mark the all the teeth that are facing away from me to start with. Now I've got a loop here so I can actually see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is just mark all of those with a pen, all of those ones that are supposed to be facing away. And that's easier said than done. Right, I'll save you the tedium of watching this, so I'll catch up with you in a minute. I'm now going to set the teeth, and this little thing does that for us. If I'll point this out to you, that there is a kind of a spiral, and then there's a little plunger which, when you depress this, you may be able to just see that depress, and it pushes the blade against the anvil. The anvil is that thing there, and you can vary the amount of set by rotating that little dial there. And we don't need too much set on it, but we need a little bit so I can see where I'm going. So I'm going to work my way across this now. I've marked both sides of the blade, so on this side there's a mark on that tooth, and then on the other side there's a mark on that tooth. So I'm going to push all of these ones away at the present moment, and I'll be back in a minute. Now I'll turn it round and I'll push the teeth in the other direction. So now I've got the teeth facing in the right direction. So one's facing over that way, one's facing this way, one facing over that way, one facing that way. But it's been sharpened so that some of the teeth are big, some of the teeth are small. So what I'm going to do is just define where all the teeth are, try and sort of smooth it out a bit, and then I'll flatten the whole thing off. Now, what I've got here now is the file is horizontal. The top of the file is also horizontal. And the file is at right angles to the blade itself. Now, to get that nice shape in the tooth so that it cuts well, I'm going to move the file. I'll do it again. I'm going to move the file in that direction by 5 degrees. I'm going to drop the file by about 5 degrees. And then I'm going to rotate the file 5 degrees. And that will give us a good cutting edge. I'm going to run the file across these teeth. And what that will do is it'll show me, because I want the teeth to be flat, and the high spots will of course be shiny. So I'll be able to file down to those high spots with any luck. So I'm being a bit more careful now about how to, as I'm filing it. And you may be able to see there are some shiny white spots. Of course, those were the high bits. So what I'm going to do is very carefully file up to those until they disappear. Those little white spots disappear, I mean. So I'm pressing it a lot lighter with the file now, and I'm being a bit more careful. Right, so I've turned it round. And I'm going to go in the other direction now. So again, what I'm doing is I'm taking these little white spots off. And when the white spots go, that means then that the metal's sharp, so you can't see any light reflecting from it. And hopefully the teeth will now start to become all the same size. I'm going to run the file over it once again. I'm gradually getting there. There we are. So I'll just get the light to reflect off this. And off we'll go again. So there we are. The tedium is over. Pretty much. Just a little shiny bit there. Whoops. And I'm going to do something with the saw that I don't think has been done for an awful long time. Take that bit out of the centre. And those two bits out of the end. Very satisfying.